Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles, as we are ready for NCCAA softball with the Eagles taking on the Rams of Columbia International University. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and Dean is back on camera as we're ready for the first of two between these two opponents who have battled each other very closely several times over the past couple of years. This is the first game of the season for the Columbia International Rams. Last night they were supposed to play two at Bruton Parker College in Mount Vernon, Georgia. That got washed out, so this is game number one for the Rams. Meanwhile, the TBC Eagles got one in last night, a victory 5-2 over the Lions from Payne College last night. And Lana Fletcher went the distance, allowed just 2 runs on 5 hits. And she walked 1 and struck out 3. She had a very good outing last night for Coach Leah Bennett and the TBC Eagles. And that's Lana Fletcher with the ball, getting ready to take the mound and start game 1 of this Saturday afternoon doubleheader. Game 2 got into the bottom of the third, but then washed out. One of our new Eagles this year, Tiana Hopkins, who is now playing first base, threw 3 perfect innings and struck out 5. Unfortunately, those numbers will not count on her stats for the season, but a terrific job by newcomer Tiana Hopkins. So the Eagles, 1 win, no losses, the first time in their 5-year history that they won the opening game of the softball season. So congratulations to Coach Leah Bennett, who's looking for bigger and better things this year, as you can read about on TBCEagles.com. The softball season preview put up there yesterday. Coach Bennett very excited about the 2022 Eagles. Let's go ahead and give you the batting order for the CIU Rams. Leading things off in center field will be Tanya Ellis. Batting second in left field, Megan Stolzenbach. Batting third, playing shortstop, is Caitlin Creel. The catcher, Haley Wilkerson, will bat fourth. The designated player is Kendall Parker. She will bat fifth. Batting sixth, playing second base, Robin Andrews. Batting seventh at first base, Trinity Jennings. Batting eighth, playing third, is Heaven Zamora. And batting ninth in right field is Margaret Schubert. Doing the pitching for the Rams will be Katie Mcgovern. She is also listed as the flex player. Well, Lana Fletcher getting ready to take her first pitch of the afternoon. We'll give you the defensive alignment in just a moment, as Tanya Ellis is in the box, and we are underway with a fastball that misses down low for ball 1. Emma DeVivo drove in 2 runs last night, is at third base. Katie Gooden at short. Second base is Jordan Hartung. And Tiana Hopkins at first. Hang on a moment, we'll give you the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes. Fletcher winds and delivers, and another one. That one seemed to slip out of her fingers and in the dirt for ball 2. In left field is Lexi Skirtis. The center fielder, Elizabeth Rodriguez, who has a bazooka of an arm. 7 outfield assists last year and 60 putouts. She can also go get them out there in center field as well. And in right field, happy birthday to Morgan Wells. 2 balls, no strikes. Fletcher gets her sign. Ellis digs in, and the pitch. There's a chopper towards second. That should be an easy play for out number 1. That ball hit right at Jordan Hartung, one of our returning TBC Eagles from last year's NCCAA National Championship appearance team. Runner-up in the South region to Carolina University, and the Eagles made their first ever trip to the National Championship Tournament 1 season ago, and they're looking mighty hard at getting back there again here in 2022. So 1 out, base is empty for left fielder Megan Stolzenbach. Of course, no stats for the Rams, as this is game number 1. So 1 out. Corner infielders in tight, as you see, and the pitch from Fletcher is in the dirt. So 1 ball, no strikes. She has fallen behind both hitters. Last update on the baseball field, Trinity Baptist led Payne College 7-6. That's a continuation of the game that was paused by the rain last night. And the 1-0 just misses a little bit high for ball 2. TBC led 6-2 in the bottom of the second. When that game got halted, it's now 7-6. They got another run as they resume play, And then Payne came back with 4 runs in the top of the third, including a 2-run homer. Here's the 2-0 from Fletcher. Changeup, got the hitter way out in front, and that is strike 1. So 2 balls and a strike. Very nice pitch by Alana Fletcher. I'm assuming we'll get a look at Tiana Hopkins in game number 2 here this afternoon. Fletcher ready with the 2-1. Check swing. And the answer is no, so that's ball 3. Stalzenbach held up just in time. A couple of left-handed hitters to get things started for the CIU Rams, members of both the NCCAA and the NAIA, Appalachian State Conference in the NAIA. 3 balls and a strike. Fletcher delivers and misses. Nope, caught that inside corner. I thought he said ball, but he said strike. And the count is full. Rams are led by head coach Sarah Allen and assisted by Anna McCollum and Kaylin Devaney. Full count, 1 out, and another chopper towards Hartung. That should be an easy play as well. And that is out number 2. And Coach Bennett said during the fall exhibition season, the Eagles really worked on their defense. That gave them a lot of trouble a year ago. But she likes the improvement that the defense has made, and with the bats that she's put into this batting order with the incoming class, plus many returning from the championship appearance last year, again, Coach Bennett looks for big things from this Eagles team. And the pitch, and a strike called on the first pitch fastball to Caitlin Creel. Of course, we've seen a number of these Rams here in our field each of the last couple of years. Caitlin Creel, one of them. And this one misses up and away to even the count at a ball and a strike. Caitlin Creel, a junior from Harleyville, South Carolina. Batting third for the Rams. 2 outs, bases empty, and a count of 1-1. And the pitch, chopper headed toward the middle. Gooden will not get to it, and that is a base hit. Slow infield, but Creel was able to get it right up the middle, just out of the reach of Gooden, who can pick it at the shortstop position. So a good clean single with 2 outs, and it brings up the cleanup hitter, the catcher Haley Wilkerson. Saying hello to Trinity Baptist College president Mr. Mcgovern, wearing the Gator gear, the hat and the jacket. Here's a high pop-up headed your way, Mr. Hevner. And just, oh, come on, bring your glove next time. You might have a chance to track that one down. Mac, I'm going to be doing a Florida baseball game at UNF in a few weeks. Looking very forward to that. Of course, Florida always among the top. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the comment. No balls and a strike. Runner at first. High fly ball, shallow right field, giving chase as Wells, and she makes the catch in foul territory to retire the side. 2-out single and a runner left at first, and after a half inning of play, we have no score, and we'll take this moment to give you the batting order for the TBC Eagles. Leading things off will be the shortstop, Katie Gooden. Batting second, playing second, Jordan Hartung, who's already made a couple of plays out there at second base. Crystal Haynes, the Trinity Christian Academy graduate, she will bat third. She's the catcher. Tiana Hopkins, one of our brand new players who has high expectations for herself and for Coach Bennett. She's a cleanup hitter playing first base. Emma DeVivo drove in a pair of runs last night, the first 2 runs that was, and she'll bat fifth playing third base. Morgan Wells, whom you just saw chase that ball down in foul territory, she's in right field batting sixth. The designated player, Britney Frye, will bat seventh. Brittany's last game that she played officially, she had the multi-home run game in the tournament last year, got herself on the All-NCCAA team. She will bat seventh. Batting eighth in center field, Elizabeth Rodriguez, and batting ninth, another one of our newcomers, left fielder, Alexis Lexi Skirtis. And that's your batting order with Lana Fletcher, the pitcher, and also listed as the flex player. And on the mound, wearing number 16, is Katie Mcgovern. She is a junior from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, one of our favorite vacation spots for the Bureau family. We were there this past Christmas vacation, and we plan to go back there. We've been there 6 times now. It's an absolutely wonderful place. So the Rams finish up their meeting on the mound, and our first look and our first broadcast for TBC Eagles softball here this season. Katie Gooden last year made the NCCAA All-American roster, and she did that using her speed and her patience and contact ability at the plate. First pitch, there's what we're talking about, but she got that one right back to the box. Get that a foot or two more toward the left, and that's a base hit. That goes as a 1-3 putout on a really nice backhanded play by Katie Mcgovern. Well, Gooden, as she usually does, goes after the first pitch. 0 for 2 last night, but she did draw a walk and put on a display on the base paths in a pickle. And we have a pitch low and inside to Jordan Hartung. Batting second, playing second base. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 for 2 last night. Hard chopper right towards third, but that should be an easy play. That one was hit very well, but right at Heaven Zamora, and that is out number 2. 3 pitches and 2 outs for Katie Mcgovern. Crystal Haynes at the plate. Crystal was 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored last night. She came in on RBI singles from Emma DeVivo both times. She takes the first pitch up and away for ball 1. Haynes, as we said a number of times last year, very familiar with this field. This is where she played her high school ball. And the 1-0, and this one misses upstairs. And the count is 2 balls, no strikes. Crystal played at Tallahassee Community College before transferring back here to Trinity Baptist last year. Line drive and a base hit in the left, and just like the Rams did, the Eagles get a 2-out single. That was a hard line drive, and it brings up the cleanup hitter, Tiana Hopkins, whom I just met for the first time before the ball game this afternoon. She seems like a very nice young lady, but Coach Bennett says on the field she doesn't play very nice. She swings the bat and has good power. And the first pitch misses outside with the fastball. She did pitch 3 perfect innings last night, Mac, before the rain stopped game 2. Unfortunately, those don't count. Ground ball towards second. That'll be an easy flip, and Mr. Hefner said Tiana is in one of his classes, and he agrees that she's a fine young lady. Well, it'll go 4-6 on the putout to retire the side. The Eagles get a 2-out hit, but nothing else. And after 1, we have no score, so I'm going to take a moment to see if I can get an update on the baseball game. Last I saw, Trinity Baptist was leading Payne 7-6 in the bottom of the 3rd. Payne has now gone ahead in the 4th, 8-7. Now what they're doing is they're finishing up last night's game. That will go a total of 9 innings, barring any extra innings, and then Trinity and Payne will play a 7-inning game later this afternoon. And what would have been the 3rd game of the season has been canceled, so it will end up being a 2-game series. Eagles are now coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th, trailing 8-7. Of course, Ryan Heller started last night's game, was unable to return out there after pitching 2 innings, and even though it was only 2 innings, that's hard to do coming back the next day after the layoff. Softball, though, is a much more natural motion for the pitchers, and that's why you see Lana Fletcher and Katie Mcgovern and all the softball pitchers be able to go pretty much every day if they wanted to. So we start the top of the 2nd in a scoreless tie. Kendall Parker, Robin Andrews, and Trinity Jennings will be the first 3 hitters for Columbia. Parker, the designated player. She'll get her first at-bat of the season facing Lana Fletcher. Again, last night, Lana, a complete game victory, just 2 runs. They came on a 2-run homer late in the game, but the Eagles had that one pretty well in hand at the time. She gave up just 5 hits, and only twice did she have 2 runners on base the entire game. So here's Kendall Parker, the designated player. And the first pitch she will face is a changeup. right on the inside corner. Many of the softball umpires still say the call. Can't always hear them over the crowd, and then they'll raise the arm for the strike a moment later. The 0-1 from Fletcher. That one missed a little bit outside. No, caught the outside corner. From my angle, it looked like it might have missed, but umpire says strike 2, so no balls, 2 strikes to Parker. And the pitch, Parker waits on it and hits a soft line drive towards DeVivo at third for out number 1. She waited back on the changeup, outguessed the pitcher, didn't really get the sweet spot of the mat, and that was an easy play for DeVivo. So 1 out, bases empty for second baseman Robin Andrews. Sun's shining, but it's about 53 degrees. 20% chance of rain. Well, last night with the rain here, the forecast said we'd have rain all day again today, so we're very happy to be able to get this game in, and hopefully the rain will stay away, at least until we're finished. High fastball that misses, 2 balls, no strikes. Rams brought a very good crowd with them down from Columbia, South Carolina. There's a looper in the left field. That drops in for a hit. Andrews around first, and will put on the brakes. Second hit for the Rams. Puts a runner at first with 1 out for first baseman Trinity Jennings. Robin Andrews, another name I recognize from last year. She's now a senior. She's from Ormond Beach, Florida. About an hour and a half south of Jacksonville. There's a pop-up that goes out of play. So no balls and a strike. Trinity Jennings, a senior from Richmond Hill in northeast Georgia. No balls and a strike. Jennings takes this one high to even the count. Jennings will be followed by Zamora and Schubert, and if the inning is still alive, the top of the order. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first, 1 out, not going. The pitch in the dirt, snap throw to first. Hopkins in front of the bag. The throw looked like it might have beaten the runner, but Hopkins had come in because she's playing in for the potential bunt. 2 balls and a strike. DeVivo just in front of the bag at third. A lot of room up the middle on the ground, and Jennings pulls this one foul and into the football stadium. That's the stadium of the 2021 and 2020 state champion Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors. Their 9th state championship and 2nd in a row. They won 4 in a row in the middle portions of the previous decade. The 2-2, high pop-up. This one's going foul. Wells can't quite get there this time, and that drops safely, and everybody will return. Mac, you do know that Coach Verlin Dormany has been here 31 years, leading the Conquerors to 9 state championships.
He has a blessing.
If you want, I'll hook you up a microphone.
No, I've got to take a break about that.
All right, Mac's going to head off in just a minute, but does a terrific job heading Trinity Baptist College. High pop-up, shallow center field. Rodriguez will call off Gooden, and Rodriguez is not afraid to make that throw to first. 7 outfield assists last year. She has a terrific arm. She made 3 assists in the national championship tournament last year. So 2 outs. Robin Andrews at first. She singled her way aboard. And now Heaven Zamora, the third baseman at the plate, shows bunt, takes it back, and takes a strike in the outside corner. Heaven Zamora, a junior from Apple Valley, California. Come a long way to play ball for Columbia International. No balls and a strike. Shows bunt again. This time a changeup. Gets the inside corner. I believe Fletcher might have gotten a break on that one, but it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Fletcher's mixed her speeds well. Fastball tapped right in front of the plate. Haynes will go the easy way to first, but make a wide throw. Everybody is safe, and that's going to be an error on the catcher. On the play, Andrews all the way first to third. Looked like she tried to rush the throw and got under it. Hopkins got a glove on it and potentially stopped a run from scoring, but a 2-out error puts runners at the corners. Number 9 hitter Margaret Schubert, her first at-bat of the season. She is the right fielder for the Rams. First pitch taking, snap throw to third, hits the bag, and a break for the Eagles, or a run would score. The pitch was called a strike. However, on the play, Zamora takes second base. She was going all the way, so that's a stolen base for Heaven Zamora. There's a grounder foul down the left sideline. So no balls and 2 strikes. Margaret Schubert, a junior from Beaufort, South Carolina. Fletcher has a chance to get out of the inning. Schubert has a chance to drive in 2. No balls, 2 strikes. First base is open. 2 outs and the pitch. Ground ball towards Hartung. She's going to pick it up. Could have stepped on the bag herself, but made the flip, and that ends the inning. Nice defensive play by the second baseman, Jordan Hartung. A base hit, an error, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second. We have no score. We'll pause right here, and we'll be back in just a minute. All right, thanks, man. Bottom of the second, Eagles have 5, 6, and 7 due up. DeVivo, Wells, and Frye. The baseball team got a run in the bottom of the fourth, an unearned run, but it ties the score at 8-8 against Payne College. Again, a continuation from the game that started last night. So Eagles had a big lead. Payne came back, took the lead 8-7, and now Trinity Baptist has tied it up, and there's still a long way to go. And it's tough to take over as both starting pitchers could not return. Here on the softball field, Emma DeVivo, left-handed hitter. She'll lead things off, and she takes a strike on the outside corner. Emma, a freshman from Callahan, not too far away, just 1 county over. Bats left, throws right, drove in 2 last night, and now she's down, no balls and 2 strikes. Had 2 run-scoring singles, came in the second and the fourth innings. Here's the 0-2, and this one missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Corner infielders moving in with the pitch, starting off more even with the bag, and now the 0-2, or check that 1-2, misses low and outside, and the count is evened up. Check swing, and she went around. Umpire didn't need to check with the base umpire. And DeVivo goes down swinging. So 1 out. That's the first strikeout for either pitcher, and it brings up Morgan Wells with the bases empty. Wells last night 1 for 3. TBC had 11 total hits. High pop-up will stay on the infield, and the catch made by the shortstop, Caitlin Creel, for out number 2. So 2 quick outs, bases empty, and here's a designated player, Britney Frye, She did the catching in game number 1 last night. Went 1 for 2. Very likely to see her behind the plate in game number 2 this afternoon. And this one misses upstairs. Her sister Mackenzie played with the Eagles last year and is one of their leading RBI producers. Had a game where she hit a walk-off grand slam last year against Dakota College of Bottineau. 2 balls, no strikes. Mackenzie is still here at Trinity Baptist College. She's a senior, but she is in the nursing program and has gotten herself an internship, and she has foregone softball to pursue much more important things. Thank you, Mackenzie, for all you're doing for us in the health industry. 2 balls and a strike. This is Britney Frye at the plate. She has some good pop herself. And a pitch, line drive, headed toward the gap. That is going to be up against the wall. Frye, though, lost her footing heading down towards first, so she's going to settle for a single. Little bit more, and that ball's over the fence, but it is a 2-out base hit for Britney Frye. Very nice effort in right field from Margaret Schubert. She came close to making the catch. That ball took a very short hop up against the right center field fence. So a runner at first, 2 outs. Center fielder Elizabeth Rodriguez at the plate. And this one catches that outside corner for a strike. Rodriguez, very good speed. And a pitch, line drive into the Eagles dugout. Hopefully it didn't hit anybody. Apparently not, as they're all laughing and kind of giving Elizabeth a hard time now. All in good fun, though. Rodriguez 1 for 3 with a run scored last night. No balls, 2 strikes. And she gets the bat on the ball to stay alive. Lexi Skirtis waits on deck, hoping that she will get a chance with a couple of runners on base. There are 2 outs. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that retires a side. A base hit, but 2 strikeouts also in the inning. So we played 2 complete here at Trinity Ball-Yard, and we have no score. Women's basketball is at Carver Bible College in Atlanta, Georgia, a team that Trinity Baptist defeated a couple of weeks ago here in Jacksonville. Coach Judy Allen and the TBC Eagles women's basketball team came back from a 12-point late third-quarter deficit Thursday night to defeat Johnson University of Florida in a South Region game. They ended up winning that game by 17. When they got down 12, they outscored Johnson by 29 points the rest of the way, 29-6 in the fourth quarter alone. The men's basketball team has won 6 in a row, including 5 straight in the South Region. They had an overtime win at Johnson on Thursday night. This afternoon at 5, though, they have a tough one against Edward Waters University in downtown Jacksonville. That's an NCAA Division II program. This is their first academic school year that they are in Division II, the former NAIA Tigers of Edward Waters University. They played an exhibition game, and TBC took them down to the wire. But a very good Edward Waters Tigers program. So good luck to Coach John Jones, assistant coach Nate DeLeon, Karim Shepard, Andrew Bowman, and Skylar Snook, and all of the TBC Eagles. The JV team lost by 2 to Lamar Sports Academy earlier this afternoon here in the home court. We start the top of the third with the top of the order. Tanya Ellis digs in, shows bunt, and takes ball 1. Ellis led off the ball game with a ground out to second. Each team has had 1 hit in each at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes. Fletcher with a changeup right towards Hartung, and she came up a little too soon, and that one went under her glove, and that's going to be an error charge to Hartung. She was expecting the hop, but that soft dirt after the rain last night didn't cooperate. and Ellis is aboard. Leadoff error, putting speed on the bases. Here's Megan Stolzenbach, who also grounded to second in the first inning. Fletcher ready and a pitch. Bunt shown, a high fastball upstairs for ball one. First game of the season for Columbia International, game number 2 for the TBC Eagles. Bunt shown, and this one is fouled off. That one tailed in on the left-handed hitter, and she got that one off the handle. DeVivo and Hopkins both very tight at the corner infield. Katie Gooden playing to where she can cover second base on that bunt. Hartung pulled around for the left-handed hitter. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, and the bunt popped up. Haynes will make the catch, throw to first, and a double play. Ellis must not have noticed that the bunt was popped up. Haynes made the catch with her back to the play, so good communication by the Eagles infield, and Haynes made a perfect throw to double off Ellis. So 2 outs, bases empty for Caitlin Creel, who is 1 for 1, a base hit into center her first time up. Takes a fastball outside for ball 1. She got that slow roller that just scooted past shortstop Katie Gooden. That came with 2 outs in the first. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch, low and inside. Hello to TCA graduate and my good friend now, former student Ben Harvey, who's on the golf team at Columbia International. Thanks for saying hello and letting us know you're watching. Ben is an absolutely brilliant golfer. Change up right down the middle. Although I do have one on Ben that I had to brag about. He says he got a 79 on an 18-hole course, and Ben, you remember what I said? I can do that in only 9 holes. So I got you beat there. Here's a 2-1. And pulled foul. Ben, my golf score is higher than my bowling score. That ought to tell you something right there. Hello to Tamaya Ellis cheering on the Rams as well. And Kelly Ahrens also watching us on the live feed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. And the pitch. There's a looper into shallow right field. Wells off the glove, but a good effort, and that's going to be a base hit for Caitlin Creel, so she's now 2 for 2. She hasn't really hit the ball awfully hard, but she's found good locations. All that matters is, like Yogi Berra once said, just hit them where they ain't. The late, great Yogi Berra. Haley Wilkerson at the plate. She's the one who got robbed down the right field line in the first. That ball hit the dirt, but Haynes kept it in front of her and kept the runner at first base. Tabitha Nation cheering on Trinity Jennings and the Rams. Wilkerson at the plate, a junior from Moncks Corner, South Carolina. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Runner looked like she was on her way to second, but held up. Ball 2 missed low. We've already seen Haynes make a good, strong throw to double off the runner a couple of moments ago. She can throw it. And the 2-0. Hot shot into left field. That's a base hit. That'll cause Creel to stop because it got out there in a hurry. That ball was blistered. Skirtis able to get the ball back in time. Keep the runners at first and second. 2 outs for the designated player Kendall Parker, who led off the second inning with a line drive to third. Really the first well-hit ball allowed by Fletcher. And the pitch, high pop-up, that's going out of play. So no balls and a strike. That last base hit off the bat of Wilkerson, that had a very big sound to it. No balls and a strike, and this one in the dirt and blocked by the catcher. Still tied 8-8 on the baseball field, with the Eagles now batting in the bottom of the fifth, but they have 2 outs. One ball, 1 strike. Well, Ben, I just stick with Topgolf and see how far I can hit the ball. Here's the 1-1. High pop-up. That one's going to hit the batting cage. And the count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. I will say, though, I've gotten to where I can drive the ball pretty straight and pretty far now, but that's about all I can do. 1-2. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Top of the third, no score, and a high pop-up. Shallow center field. Gooden will make the catch just behind the dirt, and that ends the inning. A leadoff error, a double play, 2 base hits, and a pop-up caught by the shortstop. So we go to the bottom of the third. No score. Back in a moment. Go to the bottom of the third, 9-1-2 due up. Skirtis, Gooden, and Hartung. And hello to Miss Patty Heller, whose son Ryan is a pitcher on the baseball team. Last I checked a couple of moments ago, the Eagles and the Lions were tied at 8, with TBC batting in the bottom of the fifth. Ryan, 1 win, no losses on the season, was ahead 6-2 when the game was called last night. Unable to return to the mound, and Payne came back, took the lead 8-7. And now it's tied at 8 at the last check. Lexi Skirtis, the left fielder, leads things off, takes a strike on the outside corner. Miss Heller, we're going to keep checking on that game as we get chances. Here's a bunt attempt that is fouled off, and Skirtis will skirt on back to the plate. Down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Ryan's not pitching anymore, but he is still in the lineup as a designated hitter. Eagles have scored 3 runs in the bottom of the fifth to take an 11-8 lead. That one is fouled off. See if I can find out what happened. Had a 2-run single and an RBI single. So the Eagles have regained the lead 11-8 in the fifth, still batting with 2 outs. This one has popped up, and Skirtis is giving a nice battle to the pitcher, Katie Mcgovern. Umpire having a little fun with the Eagles. That ball come down and hit him in the back. And now he's calling the batter out. Saying the batter was out of the box, but that was a foul ball. The ball was not put in play, but let's see if we can get an explanation on that, if we get an opportunity to do so. Meanwhile, there's 1 out, and Katie Gooden at the plate. Out of the box, if the ball is fair, the batter is supposed to be called out. That was a foul ball, so I'm not sure exactly what the call was. 1 ball, no strikes to Gooden. She shows bunt, pulls back in time. Hello to Neil Baker cheering on the Rams from North Carolina. 2 balls, no strikes, and ball 3 misses outside. Bottom of the third. 3-0 to Gooden, and she took that one all the way for strike 1. Three balls and a strike. And the pitch. There's a tapper in front of the plate. That's a fair ball. Gooden hustling, but a good, strong throw by Haley Wilkerson just in time. Gooden is very fast, but Wilkerson pounced on that ball, didn't waste any time, and had a rifle of a throw. And it takes a rifle of a throw to get Katie Gooden. 2 outs, bases empty for Jordan Hartung. She is 0 for 1, a grounded to third in the first inning. First pitch, and Mcgovern gets the bottom of the zone for strike 1. Katie Mcgovern now 2 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits. No runs, and she misses this one a little bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. There's a grounder towards short and into left center field for a base hit. Diving effort by Caitlin Creel, but a 2-out single for the Eagles. Hartung is aboard. Good speed on the bases for Crystal Haynes, the catcher. Haynes had herself a really nice game in the win last night. Scored a couple of times, had a couple of knocks. This one in the dirt for ball 1. Eagles baseball has added a couple more runs. And a pitch. Line drive, fair ball down the left field line. Hartung will round second, but a fantastic play from Megan Stolzenbach and a perfect throw to third keeps the runners at first and second. Hardest hit ball by a TBC Eagle so far, but again, Stolzenbach got down that line, cut the ball off, and made an absolutely brilliant throw to third. Well, 2 outs, but here's Tiana Hopkins, 0 for 1, a grounder to second her first time up. Takes this first pitch at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Dylan Owens got a 2-run single, actually a 2-run double to make the score 13-8. Swing and a miss, and it looked like Hopkins was trying to do some damage with that one. Eagles are still batting in the bottom of the 5th. Nice 5-run inning. And a pitch, high fly ball, but she got under it, and that should be easy for Stolzenbach, and she's there to make the catch. Well, Eagles get a couple of 2-out knocks, but do not score thanks to a great play down the line by Stolzenbach, and that retires the side. After 3, we have no score. Top of the fourth, hitters 6, 7, and 8 are due up for the Rams. Andrews, Jennings, and Zamora. The call on Lexi Skirtis was a delay, which goes down as a strike when it's the batter's doing, so that counted as strike 3. So that goes as a strikeout credited to Katie Mcgovern and against Lexi Skirtis. So Robin Andrews will lead things off in a scoreless tie. She is 1 for 1, a base hit into left, leading off the second inning, or rather with 1 out in the second. And the first pitch fastball misses outside. So we appreciate the communication that we got between innings. Hello to Gilo, cheering on Hopkins and the TBC Eagles. Tiana Hopkins at first base. That one caught the inside corner for a strike, and the count is evened up at 1-1. Big 5-run inning for the Eagles baseball team. Last update, 13-8 over Payne College in the 5th. The 1-1. This one misses down low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Hartung and Haynes had those 2-out base hits, and it looked like the Eagles had a chance to break it open, but no runs. 2 balls and a strike. Fletcher delivers in a high pop-up over towards third. DeVivo coming in and making the catch. So 1 out. Fletcher has gotten into a couple of jams, but she and her defense have gotten out of those jams. So 1 out. Trinity Jennings at the plate. Trinity has some fans watching. Miss Tabitha Nation letting us know she's cheering on Jennings. Here's the first pitch, and that one is outside. Wind is starting to pick up a little bit, and we have a cloud cover. Hopefully none of the wet stuff coming. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. High fly ball into left field. The wind kind of took that one back toward the infield, but Skirtis right there to make the catch. The wind is blowing straight in from center field, and when it gusts, it's been around 12 miles per hour. It hasn't been a steady wind, but it gusted just a moment ago, right before Jennings had that at bat. Baseball game's now in the 6th, 13-8 Eagles lead. And that fastball is a little high for ball 1. Heaven Zamora batting with 2 outs and the base is empty. She reached on an error and stole the base in the second inning. So 0 for 1 and the pitch. And that one called a strike on the corner. Fletcher, 4 hits allowed through what is now 3 2/3, and this one misses in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Katie Mcgovern has also allowed 4 hits through her first 3 innings of work. The 2-1 from Fletcher, changeup, had to hit her out in front. And Zamora looked like she might have chased one out of the zone on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fletcher takes a long look. Now the pitch, high fly ball, but foul and out of play. The wind has now died down, not blowing all that hard. You do see Old Glory out there. Wind has shifted a little bit towards left, but again, not blowing all that hard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the 4th, no score. Zamora digs in and takes ball 3 downstairs. So a full count. Zamora has made Fletcher work as the temperatures have seemed to cool off. We started off around 52 degrees, went up a couple of degrees, but with the sun hiding behind the clouds, it's dropped down a little bit again. 3-2, 2 out, and the pitch. Ground ball pulled foul. Three balls, 2 strikes. Schubert, the right fielder, waits on deck. Eagles in the bottom of the fourth will have the heart of the batting order up. DeVivo, Wells, and Frye. Three balls, two strikes. Fletcher again takes a long look in, now ready, and a pitch. That one hit the batter. No, it missed. Thought it might have hit off the batter, but it was ball four anyway, so that is a walk. That's the first walk issued by either pitcher. So 2 outs, a runner at first. Margaret Schubert at the plate, 0 for 1, a ground ball to second that ended the second inning. And that one misses outside for ball one. Leadoff hitter Tanya Ellis just now steps into the on-deck circle. She's hoping to get a chance with a couple of runners aboard. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Line drive, this one is foul. So the count is even at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, a runner at first. 2-out walk issued to Heaven Zamora. And Fletcher delivers the 1-1 and a pop-up right back toward the box. Fletcher's going to take this one herself. Almost dropped it, but held on, and that ends the inning. Well, a 2-out walk. No harm done, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. No score, so we'll see if we can get an update on the baseball game while we have this opportunity. Payne did not score in the 6th, so the Eagles are now coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th, still leading 13-8. They have another 7-inning game scheduled when this current game ends. Remember, this is a continuation of last night, so it is going 9 innings. There will be no third game of that series, so it turns into a 2-game series, and this game counts as a Friday night game. When this game we're watching right now ends, we'll stop this feed and start up a new one as the Rams and the Eagles get ready to begin game number 2. So we hope you're able to stay with us all throughout the afternoon, and we'll keep on updating the baseball scores as we get chances. Rams brought a terrific crowd. The visiting side of the bleachers almost completely full, and that's not even counting those who brought their own chairs. So what a great following by the Rams. They usually do that when they come to town. So thanks for making that drive down. Thank you everyone for watching us here on the live feed, because if you're not watching, no reason to do this. Eagles will have DeVivo, Wells, and Frye, the scheduled hitters, in the bottom half of the fourth. No score. Emma DeVivo leads things off. 0 for 1, went down on strikes in the second. Katie Mcgovern, 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts. And the first pitch misses low and outside. And a 1-0. Line drive and a base hit into left field. So DeVivo starts things off with a base hit. That is the first time that the Eagles have had the leadoff hitter aboard. Brings up the right fielder Morgan Wells, 0 for 1, a pop-up. And looks like we're going to have a runner for DeVivo. Kate Wilhoff takes over at first base. Wilhoff, one of our new TBC Eagles. Freshman from Marietta, Georgia. Plays some outfield. Has good speed, and that's why she's out there at first base. Morgan Wells ready to step in. Try to at least advance the runner. Wells will be followed by Frye, Rodriguez, and Skirtis. So Wells is ready, and she has a lot of room on the ground up the middle. Turns around to bunt. It hits off her foot. And that's going to be a foul ball. For a moment, I couldn't tell if that was in fair territory or foul, because if it's fair, then the batter is out. But it was a foul ball, so no balls and a strike. Wells back at the plate. Wilhoff back at first. And the pitch, and this time she pops it up, and they have a chance to turn two. The throw back is not in time. Bunt attempt popped up, and Wilhoff able to scamper back. Zamora really couldn't get a whole lot onto the throw as she was losing her footing. So 1 out with the runner back at first base. Wilhoff did score a run last night. Also had a hit in her only at-bat. There's a strike and a throw to first, and the runner is back. Britney Frye at the plate is 1 for 1, a base hit into right, her first time up. And this pitch misses low, and another throw to first. That one almost got over the head of Jennings. So Wilhoff drawing some attention at first base. Frye pops this one up over near the dugout, and it is going to drop safely foul. Frye a little bit out in front of that one. She put a good swing on it, but got it off the end of the bat. Britney Frye was last year's leading hitter, hit over 400, somewhere around 429 if I remember correctly. A ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch. High pop-up, and that one is out of play. Saying hi to Zach Chiatti of the TBC Eagles men's basketball team, about to head downtown to play Edward Waters. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, and the pitch, and another pop-up. This one's going to stay in play, and Wilkerson will make the catch. So 2 outs with the runner still at first. The leadoff single from Emma DeVivo. Kate Wilhoff, the pinch runner. And we're going to have a new batter for Trinity Baptist. Shiana Simmons will bat in the place of Elizabeth Rodriguez. So 2 outs with the runner at first and Simmons at the plate. Simmons did not have an at-bat in Game 1. And the pitch last night, of course, that's the only one that was official. Game 2 did not go long enough. Simmons takes a strike. Throw down to first. The runner was back in time. Swing and a miss. Runner on the move, and the ball goes into center field. Wilhoff will get a stolen base and scoot on into third, but there are 2 strikes on the hitter. So that does go as a stolen base. That'll be an error on the catcher for the throw into center field. Simmons now with a chance to drive in the first run of the ball game, but she does have a count of no balls and 2 strikes. Mcgovern delivers. High pop-up down the right side. That's into foul territory. Wilhoff showing the speed. She was already past home plate before that ball hit the ground. Of course, the 2 outs don't have to wait to see if the ball is caught. Middle infielders are playing back. Corner infielders in front of the bags, and the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Opportunity for the Eagles to break through on the scoreboard. But a good pitch by Katie Mcgovern for her 5th strikeout ends the inning. And after 4, we have no score. So let's take a peek at the baseball game. Top of the 7th, Eagles still leading 13-8. They had a 7-run second inning that started last night and concluded today. Got 1 in the 4th and then 5 in the 5th. Payne got 2 in the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd, and 2 in the 4th. Eagles baseball leads 13-8 in the 7th inning, and again, that's going to be a 9-inning game. So as we get ready to start the 5th inning here on the softball field, Tanya Ellis, Megan Stalzenbach, and Caitlin Creel are the scheduled hitters. Lana Fletcher has pitched 4 shutout innings. She hasn't struck anyone out, but 4 hits and a walk. She got a double play to help her out of one jam, and she's made some good pitches when necessary, keeping the Rams from crossing the plate. So Tanya Ellis gets ready. She is 0 for 2. A ground out and an error on the second baseman allowed her to reach into third. Top of the order for the Rams. Game 2 is scheduled to begin at 4 o'clock. We've played 4 innings in less than an hour. Fletcher's first pitch of the 5th, bunt shown and bunted through for a strike. Wind starting to pick up and blowing straight in from center field once again. Hopkins and DeVivo very tight. Looks like they're getting ready for the bunt. And the pitch, no bunt this time, a chopper foul. So Ellis drew in the corner infielders and tried to slap that one down the line, but she got out in front of it. So no balls, 2 strikes. Let's see what Ellis has in mind with the count of 0-2. Fletcher ready, and the pitch. Change up, tapped foul. She just did get a piece of it. So no balls, 2 strikes. First batter of the 5th inning. Fletcher ready, and the pitch. Ground ball towards second. Hartung fields it cleanly and makes the play for out number 1. Brings up Megan Stalzenbach. She's 0 for 2, a grounder to second. And she had that pop-up that turned into a double play on the bunt attempt. One out, bases empty. Ground ball hard towards short. Gooden snares it and throws across the diamond for out number 2. Well hit ball. Katie Gooden right there. And there are 2 outs with the bases empty. Fletcher, though, now has to deal with Caitlin Creel, who is 2 for 2. Ground ball base hit up the middle in the 1st, and a looper into right in the 3rd. Cleanup hitter Wilkerson on deck, and the pitch. And this one is in the dirt. Be a good idea to get Creel right now. Worry about Haley Wilkerson next inning. Part of the batting order coming up next for the Rams. The Eagles will have 9, 1, and 2 in the bottom half of the 5th. And the pitch. And that one slipped out of Fletcher's hands and missed well outside. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, bases empty. Fletcher delivers, and another one that slipped out of her hand, and that one's in the dirt. No action in either bullpen, so this game's still in the hands of Fletcher and Mcgovern. Creel in the driver's seat, 3 balls, no strikes. A lot of room on the ground up the middle, and the pitch. Strike 1 called on the inside corner. Another long look by Fletcher. She is ready, and ball 4 is a little bit high and inside. That is walk number 2 allowed by Fletcher. 2 outs, a runner at first. Haley Wilkerson at the plate. A fly ball to right and a base hit to left. So 1 for 2. Fletcher ready, and the pitch. High fly ball, well hit towards left. It will stay in play, and it is caught by Skirtis to end the inning. Wilkerson hit that one well. That ends the inning, a 2-out walk. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th, no score. Bottom of the 5th, 9, 1, and 2 due up for the Eagles. Lexi Skirtis, Katie Gooden, Jordan Hartung facing Katie Mcgovern, who has pitched 4 shutout innings, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks. Eagles trying to put a dent in the scoreboard. They had a great opportunity with 2 runners on in the 3rd, got a leadoff single in the 4th, but Mcgovern has made pitches, and neither team has crossed the plate yet. Lexi Skirtis ready to lead things off for the TBC Eagles. She was the batter on that unusual call. A delay of game by stepping out of the box, and that counts as a strike, and unfortunately that was strike 3. So 0 for 1 officially. And the pitch. Good fastball in the corner for strike 1. That one had a lot of movement. Started off outside, but went right back in, and it got the corner. No balls and a strike. Infield in. And looked like Mcgovern was trying to make the same kind of pitch, but missed that time. A ball and a strike. Chopped off the glove. That's a fair ball, and that's going to be a base hit for Alexi Skirtis. That'll be an infield single. Creel, or rather, check that, Heaven Zamora made the dive, got the glove on it, unable to come up with it, and a base hit. Time called as we are going to have a pitching change. Heading out there to the mound, wearing number 22, will be Mary Esterach, a sophomore from Greer, South Carolina. We'll tell you a little bit more in just a moment. Katie Mcgovern, 4+ innings, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts. She is responsible for the runner at first. And the new pitcher, Mary Esterach. And again, no stats, as this is the first game of the season for the CIU Rams. Esterach is a sophomore from Greer, South Carolina, coming from North Greenville University. She inherits a runner at first, nobody out. Top of the order, Katie Gooden at the plate. She is grounded to the pitcher and tapped out to the catcher. So 0 for 2. Squares to bunt, taps this one foul. So no balls and a strike. Gooden again, very fast, loves to bunt. She'll also play the role of a slapper as well. She hit around 368 last year. Took this one outside and a snap throw to first. Runner back in time. 1 ball, 1 strike on Gooden. Katie Gooden, a sophomore from right here in Jacksonville. 1-1. No outs. Gooden squares around again and fouls this one off. That one hit off the catcher. So Gooden back to the plate now with 2 strikes. Let's see if she turns to bunt again. Not likely, but Katie Gooden does bunt a lot, and she can fly. Corner infielder's back up just a bit. Here's the 1-2, and a swing this time, and a tap foul. One ball, 2 strikes. And a pitch. Another tapper foul. After today, Columbia International is going to Erskine College. That's going to be on Wednesday, February 9th. First home games for the Rams, February 11th against Carolina University, and then February 12th against Benedict College, so next Friday and Saturday. Gooden swings and pops this one foul out of play. Eagles after today play a lot of road games. They're going to play at Edward Waters on February 7th, this coming Monday. Then at Fort Valley State next Friday the 11th. Those are both NCAA Division IIs. Gooden with a looper. That's going to make it over the head for a base hit. A diving attempt by Creel. With the infield pulled in, Gooden was able to find a hole, put runners at first and second with nobody out. Skirtis takes second. Number 2 hitter Jordan Hartung coming up, and now Gooden is being called back apparently. I was writing everything down, didn't see the call. And the hitter being called out for being out of the batter's box. So take the base hit away from Katie Gooden. That goes down as a catcher unassisted. 1 out. And I'm guessing they're talking about the runner Skirtis. Will she get to stay at second or return to first? After those games at Fort Valley State, Trinity Baptist is at Albany State on February 12th, Bruton Parker on the 15th, and Savannah State University on the 17th. Skirtis heading back to first. So a dead ball out. Again, it goes as a catcher unassisted. And the runner returns to first. So 1 out for Jordan Hartung. The next home games for the Eagles after today, February 22nd against Weber International. Hartung swings and fouls off the first pitch. So the Eagles have had a couple of calls for being out of the box go against them. No balls and a strike to Hartung. And she takes this one on the outside corner, and the throw almost got away from Jennings. Pitch was called a strike, so it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. And this one misses outside. Haley Wilkerson not afraid to throw the ball. She came up ready to fire off this time, and Skirtis was back. And the 1-2, Hartung ready, and the pitch. Little roller towards second. The throw will go to first in time. So 2 outs with Skirtis advancing into scoring position for Crystal Haynes. Another opportunity for the Eagles, but there are 2 out. Couple of unusual calls, and that one could end up a rally killer. Here's the pitch, and that one's on the outside corner. Tiana Hopkins waiting on deck, the cleanup hitter. Haynes, number 3 hitter. Led the team in RBIs last year, and this one is upstairs. Two balls and a strike. Oh, my mistake, 1 ball and a strike. And the pitch. Haynes tried to go with the outside pitch and fouled it off. Mary Asteric came in with a runner at first, nobody out. Got the out of the batter's box call, then got a ground ball. So 2 outs, runner at second, the 1-2. Change up, roller towards short. Creel throws to first in time. Well, a good start to the inning for the Eagles, but nothing doing, and after 5, still no score in a very good pitcher's duel. Over on the baseball field, it is still 13-8, TBC leading that game now in the top of the 8th with Payne batting and 1 out. We'll pause here, and we'll be back in just a moment. Five scoreless innings from Lana Fletcher. 4 hits, 2 walks. She will now face hitters 5, 6, and 7. Parker, Andrews, and Jennings. And you may be able to see that beautiful rainbow as the sun has peeked back through the clouds. The wind died down a little bit, but still blowing. It's cool 52 degrees here on the west side of Jacksonville. Game number 2 to follow. Again, we will stop this feed when this ball game concludes, and we'll start up a new one as game number 2 is ready to begin. Kendall Parker has lined to third and popped up to the shortstop. So nothing out of 2. She's trying to start a rally as the Rams come to bat. No score in the top of the 6th. Eagles have had some chances, had a couple of calls go against them. And some good pitching by Mcgovern and Asteric. This fastball started to raise that right hand, held up, and that is ball 1. So Katie Mcgovern now officially 4 innings pitched, and Mary Asteric 1. The 1-0. High fly ball, foul down the left side, and this one is out of play. Skirtis got over there in case the wind tried to bring that one back into the field, but it dropped out of play. Parker, Andrews, Jennings, if anyone gets on, Zamora and Schubert would follow. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. And this one in the dirt. So Mcgovern, 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts, no walks. Really nice job by Katie Mcgovern. Fletcher's doing well also. The 2-1, ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit, and the first batter of the inning is aboard. Good solid single right up the middle. Hit number 5 for the Rams, and with nobody out, there's a runner at first for second baseman Robin Andrews, who is 1 for 2. She singled into left and popped up to the third baseman, and it looks like we're going to have a runner at first base. And the pinch runner will be Ashley Chin. So she's aboard at first, representing a potential go-ahead run. Robin Andrews trying to at least advance the runner. A lot of room on the ground up the middle. Andrews drops down the bunt. DeVivo's throw is in time. So a sacrifice bunt puts Chin in scoring position. Hartung covering first, so 5-4 on the putout. One away, Trinity Jennings at the plate with a chance to put the Rams in front. Good play all around by the Eagles defense. Looks like we may have a batter for Jennings. Heading to the plate is sophomore Madison Medlin. So Medlin gets her first at-bat of the season in a big situation, a chance to drive in the first run of the game. Fletcher winds and delivers a changeup in the zone for strike one. Good take by Medlin, looking for one that she can drive. Madison Medlin, a sophomore from Greenwood, South Carolina. One out, the 0-1 on the way. Line drive, that is a fair ball. It ticked off the glove of DeVivo. Chin will come around to score, and the Rams lead 1-0. The ball landed foul, but it hit off the glove of DeVivo, says the home plate umpire. Coach Bennett wants an explanation. Now the umpires are going to go talk this one over. If it stands, that's going to be an RBI double for Madison Medlin. Umpires still talking this one over. And the call is overturned. The ball not touched. It's a foul ball, and everybody will return. So Chin will head back to second. Medlin will pick up the bat again with a count of no balls and 2 strikes. That could be a huge overturn. Of course, Medlin just got a great swing on Fletcher. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second, and the pitch. Little ground ball towards short. Gooden. Pump fake, throw to first just in time. Gooden had a little trouble getting that ball out of her glove, and there are 2 away. Credit Medlin for hustling, and she came very close to beating that one out. And now, after the overturned call, Fletcher has a chance to get out of the inning. She'll have to get Heaven Zamora. And the pitch, Zamora shows bunt, takes ball 1 low. Zamora has reached on an error, stolen a base, and walked. Nothing out of 1 officially. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Ground ball to third. DeVivo will throw across in time. The overturned call turned out big, and Fletcher gets out of the inning without the run scoring. The leadoff single stops at second, and we go to the bottom of the 6th, still scoreless. On the baseball field, the TBC Eagles are batting in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out, still leading 13-9 now as Payne got a run in the top half of the 8th. So Trinity will have at least a 4-run lead when Payne comes to bat in the 9th. Here on the softball field, Tiana Hopkins, Emma DeVivo, and Morgan Wells are the scheduled hitters in a scoreless tie in the bottom of the 6th. Some unusual calls have happened both ways. Eagles got a break on a ball down the line, initially called fair, then overturned, and then Fletcher made a couple of pitches and got out of the inning. So Hopkins getting some last-moment instructions from Coach Leah Bennett, who is in her 3rd season leading Trinity Baptist College Eagles softball, the 5th season of TBC Eagles softball overall. And in her 1st season as an Eagle, Tiana Hopkins steps to the plate. She takes the first pitch for a strike. Hopkins has grounded the second and flied to left, so nothing out of 2. And the pitch, line foul, and the count is no balls, 2 strikes. Mary Asteric, starting her 2nd inning of work, came on in relief. She inherited a runner at first with nobody out, did not allow that runner past second base. And the 0-2. This one misses inside, almost got the batter. Looking ahead to the top of the 7th, 9, 1, and 2 are due up for the Rams. That would be Schubert, Ellis, and Stalzenbach. Here's the 1-2. Slow roller towards third. Should be an easy play. To throw to first is in time. Zamora charging in, made a good clean pick and a good strong throw to get Hopkins. She hustled and made that play a little closer than it looked like right off the bat. Emma DeVivo at the plate. 1 for 2, a strikeout, and a base hit. Her courtesy runner, Kate Wilhoff, advanced to third, but could not get the run in. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Morgan Wells on deck, and if the inning stays alive, Britney Frye. The 0-1, line drive, base hit. Eagles have the potential go-ahead run on first with 1 out. Second hit of the afternoon for Emma DeVivo. Couple of hits last night, so he's had a really good start to the season. Now it's up to the Eagles to bring that runner around. Morgan Wells at the plate, 2 pop-ups, 0 for 2, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That ball tailed back in on the right-handed hitter. So no balls and a strike. Britney Frye on deck. And the 0-1. There's a slow roller down the third baseline. That's foul. Well, stayed at the plate. That ball could have trickled back fair. She's down, no balls, 2 strikes. Asteric delivers and misses up high. The Rams are giving Wells right center field. If she could plug that gap, both runners could run a long time. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 on a changeup. Throw to first. No argument from Wells, and that's out number 2. First strikeout for Mary Asteric in her 2nd inning of work, and now she'll contend with Britney Frye, who is 1 for 2. A base hit and a pop-up. 2 outs, runner at first, and the pitch. High drive down the left field line. She hit that one awfully hard, but unfortunately way out in front. Again, the Rams have 9, 1, and 2 due up in the 7th. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at first, no score in the bottom of the 6th, and the count now even at 1-1. Time called. Wilkerson out to the mound. Coach Bennett now has a chance to talk to one of her big boppers, Britney Frye. 1 ball, 1 strike. See if we can get an update on the baseball game during the delay. It's going to the 9th. Eagles have just 2 outs left to finish off the win over Payne, so let's hope they can get that job done. Those 2 teams will play a 7-inning game next. Here's the 1-1, and this one is fouled off the hands of Frye. One ball, 2 strikes. Elizabeth Rodriguez waits on deck. If she gets to the plate, she'll have at least 1 runner in scoring position. And a 1-2. Frye waited on that one. Not quite enough, and she hit another one very hard but foul. Good guess on the changeup. Count remains 1-2. DeVivo back at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch in the dirt. That one slipped out of Hysteric's hands. Wind blowing in, straight in from center field. Frye gets a good line drive, though. That wind won't hold it up. Here's a 2-2. That was a very close pitch, and I couldn't tell myself. Umpire said ball 3. That is going to allow DeVivo to get a good start. Of course, she has to wait for the ball to leave the pitcher's hand. The 3-2. Ball 4 puts runners at first and second with 2 outs, and a great at-bat by Britney Frye. Fell behind, a couple of hard line drives foul, and she draws the first walk of the game for the Eagles offense. Now Elizabeth Rodriguez, a chance to put Trinity out in front and hopefully the potential game-winning RBI. DeVivo at second, Frye at first, swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. A lot of room on the left side of the bag, up the middle, and this one misses outside. If Rodriguez reaches, Skirtis is the next scheduled hitter. There's no one in the on-deck circle at the moment. Here's the 1-1. That one misses low and outside for ball 2. And time called. Rams head coach Sarah Allen heading on out to the mound. So we'll see if that baseball game has ended yet, or if Payne may be putting on a chance at a rally. That game has ended with Trinity Baptist winning 13-9. Trinity Baptist 13, Payne College 9. They got 12 of those runs in 2 innings. A 7-run second inning last night, 6, and then the 7th one today. They got a run in the 4th and a 5-run 5th inning. Gives Trinity Baptist a 4-run victory in their first home game of the season. So the baseball team is now 2-2. Softball team, 1 win, no losses, trying to make it 2-0. And it looks like we are ready to resume play. Everybody ready. 2 balls and a strike. Rodriguez digs in, the pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Now the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Hysteric got the hitter to chase one a little bit off the plate. Eagles get 2 base runners but do not score. We go to the 7th, no score. Top of the 7th, Lana Fletcher has gone all the way so far. 5 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts, but she's made some good pitches when the Rams were putting on the threat. Trinity Baptist Eagles baseball with the win, 13-9. Give them about a half hour. They'll start the second game of the day up there on the baseball field. We're going to do the same here on the softball field once this game ends. It is 9-1-2 for the Rams. Schubert, Ellis, and Stalzenbach. Fletcher has been good in her first 2 outings. And the pitch. This one misses low for ball 1. Eagles will have the top of the order. Or check that, 9-1-2 coming up in the bottom of the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Ground ball towards short. Gooden, throw to first. In time. Schubert hustled, made that one close, but Gooden had a good throw. So 1 out, base is empty. Top of the order, Tanya Ellis. She's 0 for 3, reached on an error in the 2nd. Or her 2nd time up in the 3rd, that was. Winds settled down a little bit, still blowing in, and a high fastball for ball 1. Hello to Shannon Palmer cheering on the Rams. 1 ball, no strikes. Hot shot, just foul down the right field line. That ball hit so hard we didn't have time to turn the camera. Ellis really put the wood on the ball that time. Fortunately for us, that ball was foul. She'd still be running. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at a terrific changeup. Fletcher hasn't struck anyone out, but she has kept the game scoreless. That's really all that matters. 1-2. DeVivo and Hopkins both in close. And the pitch. Misses the outside corner. Fletcher wanted the call, but that one was wide. So the count even at 2-2. Stalzenbeck waits on deck. Fletcher winds, and a 2-2. Looper into right field. That's a base hit. Wells had thoughts of firing to try to get the hitter at first. Had a little trouble corralling the hop, and a 1-out base hit puts a runner at first. Wells looked like she wanted to make that throw. Maybe if she had been able to secure the ball right off the hop, she might have had a chance. And the pitch, this one hits the batter, and that's going to put runners at first and second. Ellis not taking anything for granted. She hustled into second and was looking like she wanted to try to go to third, but the dead ball. Now there are 2 on with 1 out. Caitlin Creel at the plate. She's been on base all 3 times. 2 singles and a walk. And we got the heart of the batting order due up next. A lot of room up the middle. They're giving Creel the base hit on the ground. And the pitch. Misses low and inside. And time called. Coach Bennett heads out to the mound. Hello to Kevin Patton cheering on the Rams from Washington State. Thanks for letting us know that you're tuning in here on the live feed. We've had a very good viewership. We have a terrific crowd on hand as well. Well, I would give you a scoring summary right now, but there isn't one. Both teams have had opportunities, but both teams' pitching and defense has made plays when necessary. Now it looks like we are ready to resume. 1 ball, no strikes. Fletcher delivers and gets a fastball in the outside corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And this one drops low for ball 2. Big opportunity for the Rams to break through on Fletcher. 7th inning. Again, a whole lot of room up the middle for the batter. Here's the 1-1. Pulled foul for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Grounded to short, started the inning, and then with 1 out, Ellis singled to right. Stalls him back, was hit by a pitch. 1-2 on Caitlin Creel, who is 2 for 2 and has also drawn a walk. Fletcher ready. The 1-2 on the way, misses low, and the count is even. Well, scoreboard says 2-2, but I believe it is a full count. Thank you to the gentleman to my left. And now that's been updated. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ground ball to third. DeVivo knocks this one down, but will not have a play. Had she been able to field it, she would have at least gotten the lead runner. That's going to be an error on the third baseman. Hopefully that doesn't prove costly, as the Rams now have the bases loaded with 1 out and their cleanup hitter at the plate. Haley Wilkerson is 1 for 3. She's hit the ball hard all 3 times. DeVivo could have stepped on the bag and possibly gotten a double play, but didn't corral the ball, and now the Rams with the best opportunity for either team. First pitch misses inside. That's the 3rd error of the afternoon for the Eagles. 1 ball, no strikes. Grounder back to the box. Fletcher will come to the plate, and they will get the lead runner. Haynes had to reach up, but she kept her foot on the plate. That is a fielder's choice. Ellis cut down. 1-2 on the putout. All runners advance. Stalls him back to third, Creel to second, and Wilkerson aboard at first. So 2 outs. Kendall Parker at the plate. 1 for 3, a base hit into center her last time up. Hello, David Walker. And this one tapped foul. Mr. Walker watching us in Western New York. We're glad you appreciate the broadcast. We love doing it. And as I said before, if you're not watching, I'm just running my mouth for no reason. Mr. Walker hoping to see his granddaughter playing in game number 2. Well, again, we'll stop the feed at the end of this game and start up a new one when game 2 is ready to begin. Fletcher, chance to get out of this inning. Got the ground ball a moment ago. No balls and a strike. And that changeup, she wanted the call but did not get it. So a ball and a strike. A single, a hit batsman, and an error loaded up the bases. Now there are 2 outs and the pitch. This one missed inside and almost got the batter. That would have brought home a run. Parker back in the box, ahead, 2 balls and a strike. Fletcher takes a long look, now delivers, and misses outside, and there's nowhere to put the batter, so she has to put one in the zone. Parker knows that, and you can bet that ball's in the zone. She'll be hacking. Biggest pitch of the game so far. 3 balls and a strike. high pop-up. Shallow left field. Gooden will make the catch right at the edge of the dirt, and Fletcher gets out of the inning. It was a big opportunity for the Rams, but Fletcher got the ground ball back to the box and the pop-up. And now as we go to the bottom of the 7th, the Eagles need 1 run to win. We'll be back. Bottom of the 7th, 9, 1, and 2 due up for the Eagles. Barring any changes, that would be Lexi Skirtis, Katie Gooden, and Jordan Hartung. They will face Mary Esterick, who has been very good in relief of Katie Mcgovern. Esterick, 2 scoreless innings, a walk, 2 strikeouts, and she has allowed just 1 hit. Skirtis ready to start things off. Good speed. The Eagles can get her aboard. Gooden and Hartung will follow, and if they keep it alive, Haynes and Hopkins would be next. And a little tap foul for strike 1. Bottom of the 7th, no score. Great pitcher's duel. If you like good pitching, we know you've enjoyed this one. No balls and a strike. And that one misses outside. Rams are giving Skirtis a lot of room to the left of the bag, up the middle. Here's the 1-1. And they're pitching her outside as well. That one misses for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. And a pitch. Little tap, foul down the third baseline. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big batter for Mary Esterick. Definitely don't want to put the leadoff runner aboard, representing the winning run. Here's a 2-2. And time called. Skirtis steps out. Temperatures have cooled down right around 50 degrees, maybe even in the high 40s. Here's a 2-2. And that one tap foul, and a nice play by Coach Bennett. Katie Gooden waiting on deck. She had a base hit taken away by a call of out of the batter's box. So officially she's now 0 for 3. Here's a 2-2, and a tapper rolling along the line and then trickling foul, and Skirtis hustling all the way would have had herself an infield hit. So she'll get another pitch. Left-handed hitter. Lexi Skirtis from Clearwater, Florida. First season of college ball. Here's a 2-2, and again she taps one foul. Well, if nothing else, she's making Esterick throw a good number of pitches. Two balls, 2 strikes. Wind howling now once again, and that one slipped out of the pitcher's hands, and the count is full. Of course, those cool temperatures numbing up the fingers and makes it hard to grip the ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. Another tapper, this one into the dugout. Big battle between Skirtis, the hitter, and Asteric, the pitcher. And now time called. Skirtis getting some encouragement from her teammate, Katie Gooden, who's waiting for her chance next. Everybody is ready. Skirtis back in the box. Now steps out. Payoff pitch coming from Mary Asteric, and a line drive foul down the left field line. And Skirtis battling the pitcher. Regardless of how this at-bat turns out, give Lexi Skirtis a lot of credit because she is making the pitcher work. And even if she gets out, that could come into play later in the inning. Ball four, and an absolutely beautiful at-bat by Lexi Skirtis. Good speed aboard for the Eagles, representing the winning run. Second walk allowed by Asteric, and it brings up the leadoff hitter, Katie Gooden. Rams have played good, solid defense. Pitching has been terrific. Potential winning run aboard. Gooden at the plate. First pitch. Tapper foul off the catcher. Hartung, Haynes, and Hopkins are the next scheduled hitters. No balls and a strike. Gooden was asking for time, didn't get it, and takes the pitch outside for ball one, so a break really for Katie Gooden. Now she gets her time that she wanted. One ball, one strike, a lot of room up the middle, and she swings through this one on a snap throw. Had the runner beaten, but Trinity Jennings in front of the bag. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, a lot of room to the left side of the second base bag, and she taps this one and has a chance to beat it out. And a throw to first, not in time. Eagles have 2 runners aboard with nobody out. Katie Gooden, very fast and always hustling, beats this one out. That'll be an infield single. That puts Skirtis at second, so very good speed on the bases. Nobody out. Jordan Hartung, the next hitter. Not sure what the delay is for. I don't see anybody coming on or off the field. That is Jordan Hartung with the bat in her hands. Skirtis at second, Gooden at first, nobody out. Eagles with a chance to win it. Hartung is 1 for 3, a solid single in the third. And the pitch turns around and drops down the bunt. The only play will be to first. It's in time, but now there are 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Crystal Haynes, good contact hitter, looking to win the ball game. She is 2 for 3. She's hit the ball pretty well each time up. Gooden's run really doesn't mean much, but it does take away the force out, having her at second. And the pitch. High fastball, misses upstairs. Tiana Hopkins on deck in case Haynes does not get that run home. Winning run at third, just 60 feet away. Infield in. A lot of room in right center. And the pitch. Started to go, but held up in time, and Haynes is ahead 2 balls, no strikes. Asteric is ready, and the pitch. And a good swing and a foul off the end of the bat. Count now 2-1. Haynes really just needs to get one through the infield. And the pitch. That one misses outside. It looked like Asteric was trying to get the hitter to chase. Now first base is open. A walk, not the worst thing for Asteric. It would at least set up a force out at home. And a 3-1, ball forward. It looks like that was what you call an unintentional, intentional walk. She didn't want to put anything near the strike zone for Haynes. Check that. Skirtis at third, Gooden at second, Haynes at first, Tiana Hopkins at the plate, 0 for 3. And a pitch. Tied her up inside, and she went too far. Well, Emma DeVivo waits on deck just in case Hopkins can't get the run home. There is a force at the plate. The 0-1. And that one catches the inside corner. Hopkins disagrees, but she's down 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Big at-bat for both pitcher and hitter. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball to short. They're going to come home and get one. The throw to first is not in time. Ball gets away. Gooden scores. The Eagles win. Katie Gooden saw the ball come out of the glove of Trinity Jennings, and she crosses the plate with the game-winning run. The play goes down off the bat of Hopkins as 6-2, and then an error on the first baseman allows Katie Gooden to score. The run is unearned, but it is a cross, and the Eagles win game number 1 by the final score of 1-0. What a terrific pitcher's duel. Lana Fletcher, the winner, she goes 7 innings, no runs, 2 walks, 5 hits. Katie Mcgovern, the starter for Columbia, 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts. Mary Asteric, the tough luck loss, 1 unearned run in 2 2/3 innings pitched. She allowed 1 hit, a couple of strikeouts, and a couple of walks. So that'll do it for game 1. So we're going to end the feed now, start up a new one when the players take the field for game number 2. You're watching Trinity Baptist College softball here on the YouTube channel TBC Eagles.